And good evening. As we are interrupted with severe weather this afternoon, what we have now is a severe tornado watch until 2 a.m. I do expect some of this to expire before long as it moves out of the Mississippi side into the Alabama side. A few moments ago, a strong thunderstorm was picked up on radar moving across Kemper, Clark, and Lauderdale counties through about 8 p.m. tonight. A few moments ago, radar was tracking this thunderstorm near Cicalina, or 10 miles west of Meridian, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. Now, inside this, we have about 40 mile-an-hour gust, nickel-sized hail included with this. Some of you may be getting some hail at this time. It's going to be nearing Meridian here in the next few moments, Nellyburg, through these areas. Let's pull up radar and show you what we've got now. Here's where we are. This is moving to the northwest part of the West Lauderdale area is what we have here. Now, let's take a look at where these storms are going to be headed. Let's look here just above Chunky. This is going to be affecting Chamberville within the next 9 minutes. We'll be at Cicalina in 9 minutes as well, Hookston in 10, and make its way to Center Hill within 15 minutes, and then over to Obadiah and into Prismatic within about 20 minutes as we look at this storm. If you rate this, this is low on the scale, but it's dumping a lot of rain. Now, let's go right over Oak Tibby and take a look at this. Now, this is going to be on 495. As we pull this up, this should reach Scuba in 25 minutes right off Highway 495 if you'll look at this. Now, there's a thunderstorm there now. This is moving to the northeast and will leave Lauderdale County and head that direction. Let's turn on our locations so you'll see a better view of what this is. This is right at Chet's Paint and Body, right there at the curve. This would put it down at the Center Hill Road, right there before you get to Chet's. Right there, right on top of it. As you can see, here's Center Hill Road. It's just barely to the east of this, riding that road. And it's going to cut across Highway 493 as we follow this path. And then cut right across Mount Carmel Road. And then make its way eventually into Kemper County. Here's the Samdale Monument. It will cross, and as many of you have been there, right there at the Lauderdale-Kemper County line. It's going to cross there and then on into Kemper County. Through Cross Townsend Road and into Scuba. So y'all be prepared for that as it reaches those areas. Now, this is just rain, thunderstorm activity. There are no warnings issued, only a tornado watch through 2 a.m. Let's back this out and show you the full scope of what we've got when it comes to this tornado watch. As you can see here, there's portions of Tupelo in this northeastern corner here, and this has been under a tornado watch. They just added this here until 2 a.m. into Alabama. Now, I fully expect as we will monitor this, as you'll see, there's nothing back here behind this. This is going to cut across and then into Alabama somewhere around 8 o'clock in about 45 minutes and make its way across Bama and on up through there. NAS area. Dark in Tumsuba. You've got a lot of rain coming towards you there. Now, let's look at Newton County and let's look at Jasper County and what's going to be affecting Clark and all of these areas around us at this point. And as we do this, again, I want to remind you there's not warnings right now. The only warning that we have is right here in the northern part of the state around Corinth. We have a thunderstorm warning there. It's going to expire in about 60 seconds right there as it moves into Tennessee. We've got a tornado warning here in Tennessee. This is going to be until 7:30. That's Winchester, Tennessee for that county right there. If you're watching us from there, be careful tonight. Take heed. Let's go back to Jasper, and we're going to work our way east and then northward across these counties here, what we've got going on. Let's turn on some locations where you can see where all this is coming down. As we sit here, this is going to be the hospital there, Jasper General there in Bay Springs. We've got a lot of showers moving across the county as we get into this lower portion here and go east on 528. By the time we get over here to the right side of the county near Heidelberg, look at this, just north of there. Now, if you're watching us right here, this is always a rain gully there. At Lake Edens is pouring rain, especially on the south end of the lake as you go in. The extreme northern portion of the lake getting some light to moderate, but from about center of the lake back south, heavy rains, and this is going to be across Highway 59. This extends eastward into Pachuta as we'll look at this. Now, we also got rain in downtown Quitman right now, all around the co-op, almost taking in Archusa and northward. It's right here at Stonewall, Long's Fish Camp. It's right along there, along where the Piggly Wiggly is. As we go northward, not so bad there as we look at Enterprise in those areas. Let's go west and look at the northern portion of Jasper County here. Right there is where sits the Country Corner. That's in Garland. goes northward there. Highway 15. Here's Highway 15 right there. Here's Highway 503. Look at the rain coming down on 503 at the intersection of 504. As you go over to that, that's a lot of rain in there. 2-lane roads, be careful. Now, as we get right around the Red Goat and over here by the Veterans Cemetery, a lot of rain there, Highway 503 as it comes in. But as we go east on I-20 toward Meridian, by the time you get to Chunky, it's going to be hard to see. A lot of rain north of there, and it's going to follow this northward here on Chunky Duffy Road. As we get here, and let's just look at this. Here's an intersection, Tower Road. Any of you live on that road? Coffee Cup Road. Pouring rain where you are. That's some of the worst rain that we've got showing up on any county right now is there at that intersection off of Chunky Duffy Road as we back out for you to see here. Now in Lauderdale County, let's just look at this. Right here is going to be Rock Hill Church. As we go east across the county through some rural areas and make it over to where Walmart is on Highway 19. After you get past Chandler Road and you get up near Faith Baptist, the rain's going to pick up. By the time you're there at Rock House, at the intersection where Owls is, and State Boulevard, it's heavy. And you get a little dip, and by the time you get to Cicalina, right in this area here where you'd split off to go to 494, where the volunteer fire department is, about a mile down the road, it gets worse. A lot more heavy rain. There at Tyson's, as we go across the lake, eastward here. Here's Oak Tibby. As we make it to 495, Chet's, West Lauderdale Elementary, look at that rain. And there's a little cell, and this is going to be right there at Arkadelphia Baptist Church. About a half a mile due north of there is where the worst rain is on 493 at this point. Over here at Covington's Fish Farm, we still got a lot of showers. Even out here at North Lauderdale Water Association, there's a lot of rain coming down. All right, we're getting a line on this thunderstorm here that we were showing that's going to be in Scuba here in the next little bit, Scuba Portable area. It will be in the Center Hill area within 5 minutes. So if you're watching me, Center Hill area, it's going to flood on you. Harder than it is now. Obadiah, you'll get this storm in about 7 minutes. What happened there? Tried to go away on me. As we go to Daleville, you'll get the storm within 12 minutes. And then right down the road from there, Blackwater, you'll get it in about 14 minutes on into Kipling within 18 minutes. And as we back this out, if you'll look at that line, it goes right there across by the Samdale Monument. Right here at the Chicken Shack is where it's going to cross there. Townsend Road and the Chicken Shack, and then on into Baca Valley and cross Highway 17 into Bama. This has moved just a little bit as we watched this storm a little bit ago to where it was aimed more towards Scuba. It's going to be a little bit south of Scuba now as we look at this. Lisa tells us we're getting heavy rain there on Allen Swamp Road. Union Decatur looks great. Nothing going on in Union Decatur, one of those questions there. Raining hard in Bailey, Stacy says. Let's check some more of these here that we've got. Carly, how are you doing? Just drove through Chunky, couldn't see. It's very dark. And it is. And if you don't have to drive I-20 right now, wait a few minutes, because this will be out of this area within 40 minutes. If you can wait it out, stop at the truck stop, get a drink. Listen to us, and we'll get you back on the road here in a few moments. But that I-20 is always just so dangerous. Now, I have not had any reports, as we're looking at this, of any wrecks at this point. Earlier this afternoon, we had some wrecks, but it had nothing to do with the weather. So we're hoping that we're going to get through this and nothing happens. Be cautious as you get near I-20, coming I-20, I-59 split coming into Meridian. Always dangerous, and usually there's a wreck there, and we don't need any more than what's already there. Let's take the locations off so you can see the big picture of what's happening there. Northern Lauderdale County into Kemper County. Heavy rain here at Quitman, these areas. Now, this is going to pass. 7:20 now, and it'll be out of the area. And it could be even faster than 8 o'clock. It seems to be moving along at a good click here as we look at this. All right, let's go back into Kemper County and work our way down of what we've got going on. Let's look at where we are. I know there's a lot of folks that watch from Kemper in these areas. Here's the if you're looking coming from Scuba, here sits Scuba, East Mississippi Junior College. You come down 45, you'll pass where Weyerhaeuser was. You're going to pass down where Midland Manufacturing and the furniture stores used to be. Right here, the Chicken Shack. Jack Webb's store sits over here. As we go down Townsend Road, just south of the Cowboy Church, look at the lightning that we're getting here in southern Kemper County. That struck about 5-6 minutes ago. That was a hit at 7:15. That was 6 minutes ago. Another strike here at 7:18, 2 minutes ago. So we got a lot of lightning strikes, especially if you're going to be sitting right here around Kemper Springs Volunteer Fire Department. Look at all that lightning we've got there. Now this stretches over to Highway 39. As you'll see this due shot here, it's going to be Blackwater Baptist Church. Look at the rain from Blackwater all the way down as we get into Lauderdale County at the Samdale Monument. Moderate rain is probably clicking pretty good there on the airfield at NAS Meridian tonight if you're watching from there. It's a lot of rain as we see it shift eastward there. Getting a break now at West Lauderdale High School. Chet's still getting rain as it moves across this eastern. Here's Arkadelphia Baptist Church making its way across the county. Now, we still have heavy rain 494 if you're heading toward the Newton County line. It'll break once you get into Newton County. As you'll see sitting right there at the Duffy Volunteer Fire Department, not quite so bad. But we got a lot of rain in between Rock Hill Church and up to where Freeman's Tractor is, Cicalina, all this area. Pouring rain basically from Walmart on Highway 19 all the way to the four-way stop in Collinsville. Just past Collinsville Baptist Church, you're going to be in a lot of that rain. Now, we've got some moderate rain as we look at this on North Hill Street, and you follow that all the way over to Marion, past Lamar School to the intersection there and go up by Lockheed. Light showers due north of there. How about Northeast High School? Look at that. Heavy, heavy rain coming down in those areas. Let's keep going south here. Now, as we get to I-20, here's the prison here. Just west of there, once you make it to Meehan, there at the Volunteer Fire Department, all the way back over to Chunky. That's going to be a little messy road as we look at this. Even due south of there, if we were to go down, here's 80. If you were to get on Point Juanita Lake Road, that's pouring there in those areas. Now, this follows in this eastern side of Newton County. You'll see this, and a lot of this is the rural route as we follow through here. Let's look at some of these roads that is getting poured on right now. Here is Hickory Fellowship Road right there. A lot of rain there as we come down and follow this toward the county line. There's Juanita Lake right there. Look all around there. Here's Hopewell Church. We're picking up some more lightning in these areas. Here's Spring Hill right here. Spring Hill Church sitting right there. Everything east of there toward the Lauderdale County line getting a lot of rain. If you live here in the corner of the county of Newton County there at was this little road where it meets Parks Mill Road. Not raining there yet, not hard anyway, but you've got heavy rain approaching you from the west of you pretty quickly. Now, as we see, we got Rose Hill. Look at this, moderate rain there as well. We come on down and look at Jasper County. Again, that southern portion of Lake Edens, heavy rain. It's moved into Clark County basically from Pachuta all the way over to downtown Quitman. Look at that rain there at the co-op all the way back, especially right here on 512 at Pleasant Hill Baptist Church. Temperature sitting at 73 there now. Winds are south at 6 miles an hour with thunderstorms. Visibility 9 miles if you were to go in the air there. We do have moderate showers there at Harmony Baptist Church. Same temperature. We're still looking at about 73 there as well. That's the areas of rain that we've got at this point. As you look here, let's just look at the basically a 73 all the way around. Kemper County, the same. Livingston, I didn't talk too much about Livingston, Alabama, but as we come over, and if you look at Livingston, it's a 5-degree difference in between Livingston and Meridian, 73, Meridian 78 over in that area around there. But it's not raining as hard. Even Gainesville, Alabama, look at this. If you're around Gainesville right there at the river, you got a storm that's just east of you that's going to reach Union, Alabama in 13 minutes and Moundville in about 27 minutes. So be on your caution. Again, now all of these storms here that are in this area from Quitman to Heidelberg to Kemper County, Newton County starting to get a break, is moving into Alabama, and that threat should be out of our way about 8 o'clock tonight. That's what we're hoping. Let's see here. Miss LaWanda's watching. How are you doing? I was making sure I hadn't missed anything there. Let's see here. Stonewall, somebody asked about Stonewall. Stonewall will get some more showers. The intensity is starting to break down on this in those areas, but still there. Now, let's do this. Let me let you look at me for just a second. I got on my 25-year-old Jay's taxidermy shirt. Jay makes them good. They never wear out. Let me check what we've got when it comes to outages. Let's check EMEPA and what we've got right now. All systems are go. As we look at that, let's check Mississippi Power. Let's just show you here what we got as we go go apart here. And let me Central and Southern Pine. I'll get them all pulled up so we can see everybody that we'll start here with EMEPA and work our way across. All systems go here. No one's without power. As we go to Mississippi Power, we're showing about 3. And that's going to be Leakesville is where that is. That's going to be south of here toward the Mississippi Gulf Coast. As we go here to Central Electric, it looks like everything's a go there. No problems with power. And we got a few out here around Newton. 58 people without power as we go to check out Southern Pine right there. If you're watching from that area from your phone, it's going to be just south of Newton. Let's look at this. Here's Lawrence. This is going to be on Lawrence Butler Road, Bethel Road. Lawrence Bethel Road is where that power outage is in Newton County, putting 58 meters without power. We got a few down around Collins, Mississippi, one over at Crystal Springs, and a couple around Hattiesburg. So not bad at all at this point. Newton having the worst power outages that we've got in the county at this point. Things are starting to die down a little bit. Let's check back in on the storm. 727. Let's do a refresh. Make sure I've got the absolute latest. All right, let's zoom back in on this where you can see what I'm seeing now. As we go back to the Meridian radar, we pull this up. This is that sail that we've been watching as it come across Okeechobee here. This is headed directly for Kemper County. This again will reach Scuba at 7:52 is when it will reach there. As you'll see here, this is going to be affecting the Giles area. A lot of rain is what we've got here as it comes across. And as moved back and forth, here's Baca Valley, and it's keeping track of that. The radar's still calling it Scuba, and they're going to call this area Scuba. That's Baca Valley as it goes into Alabama, and then we'll cross in here. Right there at Kim Waste is where that is. If you're familiar with Highway 17, Kim M store here at the end of right there at Geiger, Alabama. Now, light rain around Scuba at this point. It's all going to be south of you, right before you get to about where the wood yard is where that picks up. Let's go down and back into Lauderdale County. Right here is sitting as we look at Blackwater Baptist Church, just east of there in Kemper County there. Again, Kemper Springs Volunteer Fire Department, all in that area. This rural route, as you'll see here. Look at the rain in that area. Again, it's a lot of pine trees through there, in between there and Highway 45 and a few dirt roads that we watch. This storm is moving right up on, if you're around Daleville, right on the outskirts, right about a half a mile from the Sam Dale Monument at this point. Making its way, it's going to cross Highway 39 directly on into Kemper County as you'll look at that. And this will basically, and y'all have to remind me, where the store sits here, Kim M sits here, that used to be, if my memory serves me right, what was that, the Long Branch, many moons ago? I'm thinking hard. It's been a long time, but it used to sit at the end of the Highway 17 when you come out of there dead end. Kim M sits here, and then there was a store directly across there. It was a bar back years ago. Changed hands several times since then. West Lauderdale, Chet's area. We've got a lot of rain here from the high school to the elementary school. Jimmy Smith Road. Y'all are getting a lot of rain tonight. Even the Ralph Morgan Rodeo Arena, all around Lauderdale, getting showers there. And that north end of Dalewood, if you'll see there, getting the worst of what we've got. Here's the south end here by Randy's. And then that northern end is where most of the rain, Cuba Road, is going to be coming across there, getting wet, and wetter as we look at this. Showing some breaks over downtown Meridian at this point. We've got it on the west side out by the prison. It'll be affecting the prison here. We're going to get rain here in just a few moments at Stuckey's Bridge. Again, the good news that I have to tell you, this is going to be out of here probably in 30 minutes. The turn-off locations. And let me just turn off radar and just show you. Let's go here and turn off radar for a moment there. That's what we've got here. This is going to expire and move in here. This is going to last till 2 a.m. It's Mother Nature. Anything can happen. But as we look at the hour by hour and track all of this, 8 o'clock is that magic number. It will be moving out of our area. Now let's go over here and do just before we close out this as we watch all of this. Let's look at our storm prediction. If you will look here, We are a 2, but just north of here is what we've been watching. The Starkville, West Point area, eastern Noxubee County, where they said tornadic activity could happen. This storm probably was projected at one point to go a little bit northward. It's going here, not near the intensity that it could be. This is a level 3. This takes in Birmingham. When we get to Bowling Green is where it gets nasty, these areas here. And then if we were to change this over to tornadic activity today, let's turn off the storm right there, that red. And let me show you here so you'll be able to read here. The green is a 2% chance. When you get into this yellow, it gets to about a 10%. So this is about 5 here in this brown area. When you get here 10%, and then you're getting at 20% right along in here. We do have one tornado warning that is issued here, right here. I've been here. I've stood right there many, many times. That's Zanesville, Ohio is where that is. A little small airport there. Tornado warning for that county until 7:45 tonight. A lot of good people up through there as we look at this map. I know quite a few people that live in those areas. Y'all be careful in Ohio tonight. We have some thunderstorm warnings down here around Jackson, a couple of storms that are back building here that could cause a little bit of a havoc there as well. Huntington, West Virginia. I know a lot of you have been through Huntington before. That's a quick summarization of what we've got going on. Now, again, this could be a lot worse, and we have to word it this way. Of yet again, the old saying of we've dodged a bullet. We've done that. We've had some thunderstorm activity and rain. We got a little bit down here that's building right there. This is the worst of the worst that we have that's going to be moving across. Raining equipment. This is now in Kemper County. Let's zoom in on this. Let's get rid of the legends where you don't have to look at that. You can see the radar a little bit better. Let's turn back on our locations there. Again, headed directly for Baca Valley as we see this. This is going to cut across Dozer Road and then move into Geiger as we look at this. Portable will have the storm within 9 minutes as it crosses Highway 45 right there. Make its way to Sukanachi. The Sukanachi is going to be right there. Is where Sukanachi is at the old wood yard. Make it to Giles within 20 minutes. That's right here at the old mansion. The eye of the storm will be a little bit south of the mansion here where the cemetery is. Millington in about 20 minutes. And then Bennsville and being on the Mississippi side and Geiger on the other side, as you can see, it's going to be moving fast as it hits Bennsville and Geiger within 60 seconds of each other. So a lot of rain coming your way on that eastern side of Kemper County into Alabama. Y'all be ready. University of West Alabama, y'all are getting wet as well right now. Still rain at the Ralph Morgan Rodeo Arena. Here, what we have right here at Daleville is the worst that is in Lauderdale County. If you were to go, y'all know this road that cuts back in here, right there in front. Daleville Prismatic Road. I've never known the name of that road as many times as I've traveled it. And of course, you can turn down here, and this comes all the way back out here. Come by Sunshine Farms, do right through there. Used to be an old barn that sat there that I watched for many years. But that's where we've got the worst of worst going on. Starting to show a little break here on 19 just south of Tyson's Place. Still heavy rains there as we look at Owls and there at Faith Baptist Church. But no horrific weather at this point. We do have a lot of rain pouring in Lauderdale. I'm seeing all that. Linda Jane, you were there. Again, I could be telling you a whole lot worse information. We're blessed that I'm telling you that it's heavy rain and nothing more. Again, let me remind you what this yellow is back here. That's a tornado watch until 2 a.m. Professionally, do I think eventually that's going to dwindle out and they'll cancel the Mississippi side? I do. At this point, everything projects these storms will be out of here if you're just tuning in by 8 o'clock and moving into Alabama. We got some scattered showers back here, but nothing that has this intensity that this has. Hopefully, I'll never have to eat my words on that. It's going to be calm and do what it's supposed to. It's Mother Nature when we're dealing with it. Brenda, how are you doing? So glad to have you in there. Morgan Renee joining us there. Miss Kathy is there. Adele, how are you? Jeannie Whaley, hey girl. Always good to hear from you. As always, we appreciate each and every one of you for joining us. Should there be another threat, we will come back and go live to tell you all about it as we watch this. We'll be joining you in just a few hours from now. It's not really all that long. 6:30 comes quicker than you think. We'll be back out here at 3 getting ready for everything as we'll start another day, Wednesday, right around the corner. And then, of course, the main show at 7 o'clock as we'll give you all the locals of what's gone on today and into the nighttime hours. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you bright and early in the morning. God bless, and we'll see you then from the Scotty Ray Report.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.